What is going on, YouTube? So today I have a treat for you. It's a very special treat. Let me just start by saying I have seen this thing everywhere, okay? People vouch for this. They vouch for it on the pen Reddit. They vouch for it like here, everywhere. It's crazy, you know? And I personally, I have one. This was a wonderful Christmas gift from my sister. Thank you very much. And I think it's honestly very, very nice. With that said, I've tried a lot of this thing's competition. This is a gel pen, you know, and I've seen a lot of the competition, and I think the competition does a good job rivaling it. Objectively, I do think this one is honestly very good though, and I do think in some ways it kind of destroys all of the competition. But there are some how do I put this diplomatically? There are some drawbacks to it, in my opinion, but it kind of depends how much you really care about those drawbacks. For me, I care a little bit, but for other people, they're going to be like, who cares? And I'm like, okay, fine. So without further ado, let me just break into it. This is the Pentel Energel alloy with liquid gel ink. Pentel BL407. Very cool. Yeah, this is just a very, very nice pen by Pentel. Many of you are probably familiar with their plastic additions to this pen. This is one of the most, you know, widely bought and just distributed pens out there for sure. Definitely rivals the Pilot G2, which is very iconic. Definitely rivals the Bic Crystal and any Bic pen, honestly. And I say that it rivals it just in terms of popularity and honestly sales, probably. You know, like this sucker right here is or like maybe not the metal version, but just the Energel line in general just sells a lot. You know, like this sucker right here is very, very popular, and I understand why. Because the truth is, of all the gel pens, maybe aside from the Sharpie S gel, it is very smooth, you know? Yeah, so Pentel, yeah, that's smooth. That's just smooth. You know, it could honestly go toe-to-toe with a couple, oh, dang it, with a couple of rollerball pens that I have, actually. Pentel Energel alloy pen, we'll just say it like that, in 0.7. And okay, I guess when I say smooth about the Sharpie S gel, I don't mean that the Sharpie S gel is smoother. I guess for me, it just feels a little smoother. But I think if most people sat down and wrote with the Energel versus the S gel, I think they're going to say that the Energel comes out on top, which is honestly probably true. But anyway. Liquid gel ink. Yeah. Nice metal conical tip. You know, this is not a needle point. This is not like my Oto, but you know, still a very nice pen. There are a lot of different colors that this thing comes in. Oh dang it, in fact I got two of these, one of them for my brother, one of them for my mother. Dang. Yeah, okay, well, I will do a little reel between the differences between the chrome version and the black version, because I have the black version and he has the chrome version. The chrome version, I think, actually looks very, very nice. Low-key wish I would have chosen, I low-key wish I would have chosen that one, but this one is still pretty good. As you can see, a little chip right there. Well, honestly, I don't even know if that's a chip. I think that somebody might have just overpainted or something happened, but I mean, it's kind of right there, or maybe that's a chip. I don't really know, but it kind of came that way, which was a disappointment, but nothing too bad, honestly. Like, it's still just a very good looking pen. It's very nice. This sort of grip right here, I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of this grip. I think that the rubber grip is a little bit nicer. I kind of, like, Pilot did a good job when they upgraded the G2 to the G2 Limited. Video on that coming out soon. I think that it did just a little bit of a better job there, because they didn't try to go full metal. Kind of like the Sharpie S gel as well. Like, they did, You know what? Hang on. Let me show you guys what I mean. This is unprofessional and I apologize, but I actually want to go into this. Okay. Oh, boom. And then, where are you? Boom. We got the matte black. Okay. Going into it. So, you have this nice soft grip on the Pilot G2 Limited that I think they did really well with. I think this is a very, very nice grip right here, you know. So, overall, great job for Pilot right here. Compared to the standard G2, there you are. It's like this grip is a little harder and this grip is a little bit softer. So that's something that people should keep in mind. But overall, I think the Pilot did a good job with this pen right here. Then you have our beautiful Sharpie S Gel. And then you have the regular one. And this is, again, a little bit harder. And this, again, is a little bit softer. And I think that they did a good job that way. You know, I think that they should have done more metal, but a soft grip. Whereas the energel just kind of did like a hard grip right here, which is fine. You know, it's not bad. And like, to be completely fair, one thing that they did do that the other guys failed to is that this part right here is metal and this part down here is metal. So this is pretty much a full metal pen. Like right here, it's really important, like this little knurling, the place where you screw it in, it's really important to figure out, here's the refill, to figure out whether or not this is metal, because that'll kind of help you figure out how long your pen is going to last, because usually the pen breaks right here. But Energel said, nah, man, nah. We're gonna make this sucker full metal. And I'm like, all right, bet. And so in some ways that's been great. In other ways it's been a little complicated, but oh well. Overall though, like, even though I don't find the grip to be the most comfortable, I think that they certainly tried to make it that way. And I do think, I do appreciate these little like knurlings kinda. You know, like it does give it some grip, so I can't dog on them too hard. But I just feel like something like the G2 Limited's grip with this nice rubber grip, I think that's just a little bit better, honestly. But anyway, who am I? Who am I to, you know, kind of go after the Energel? And so we'll just do, we'll just do a little smear test, just kind of see its dry time. Let's see, how's that doing? Honestly, very good. That's kind of cool for like how wet this ink actually is. Let's do a little skip test. One thing I've noticed is with the skip test, I feel like my gel pens always do better than my ballpoint pens, which makes a lot of sense if you think about it. But anyway, yeah, so very, very cool. Booyakasha. Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, I think that the Pentel Energel, it is also one of those EDC pens that could go for under $10. I think right now the price is $9.99. So you're right there. You're right at that $10 mark. But you know, they can still be on sale. I thought that I saw them at Walmart actually being sold for like $7 a piece, which I think is kind of incredible. And I really recommend that you guys go and just have a look at that, because you know, if they're there, then you should absolutely pick one up. It'll definitely be worth it. And so for that, this thing has also made the EDC under $10 pens. But yeah. I mean, overall, this is still like a really nice pen. You know, it might not be my cup of tea, but I don't think that means you should write it off. You know, again, you guys are free to disagree with me and, you know, go out there and find whatever you want to. Like, please feel free. But yeah, overall, this is the Pentel Energel Alloy. I don't know why I'm stopping my desk. I kind of just want to do that. And I think that, you know, overall, a good pen. You know, I'd give it probably a 7 out of 10. A 7 because most people think it's great. In fact, I did a little thing on the pen subreddit to try and figure out which one people like more, and this was the results between the Energel and the Sarasa. You know, like I posted a little photo with this guy and with my white Sarasa Grand, and I'm like, all right boys, which one is better? And I tallied all the votes, and you got, you know, the Energel winning by at least a vote and a half, which I think is pretty phenomenal. That's pretty impressive, you know. And other people said, you know, they like a combination, like they like the ink for one and the body for the other, but whatever, right? And so Yeah, overall though, this is still a very popular pen, and so I don't want to displease the crowd by just telling you all like, no, don't, you know, don't go for it. But like for me, the big caveat, the thing that I don't like about it, is that it's not the most convenient with highlighting, which look, again, like I really like to highlight my notes. I like to kind of figure all that out. And, you know, as you can see from this, there is a little bit of smudging, you know, it kind of shows when it's coming up sort of on these down curves. There's just a little bit of smudging going on, which, I mean, it's still doable, but there are still better options out there for that. And so that's kind of my feeling on the Pentel Energel. Like, a nice pen. I'm glad that I got it as a gift. If I were to go out and grab it though, I don't think I would. But again, just my opinion, you know, so please take this all with a big grain of salt. Anyway, this has been Tesca Pens. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. It's very, very fun. Also, that click is nice. Yeah, okay. It's been very, very fun making all of these videos and stuff. And also, I just want to give a shout out. I see that I got like 77 subscribers, which just blows me away. Like, I started this in February, here we are in April, and I had no idea that it would take off like this. So I'm like, that's awesome. So anyway, I just wanted to thank you all for that. And I hope that you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. Yeah, and this is Tesca Pens signing off.